So for this week's chapter 25, this week was about a student reporter who um, was hearing complaints from different people in the geology department that their professor had not yet filed their final grades, and it was already February of the next semester. And this seriously affected a lot of students who were trying to graduate but couldn't get jobs because they didn't have proof of their diploma. They couldn't receive their diploma yet because they didn't have their final grade. And the student reporter wanted to know more about this case and why this professor was holding on filing their grades, whether it be procrastination or another reason. So she went to the professor, and he was kind of aggressive with her, but she made sure to tell him this is going to be on the record. So just to let him know that everything that she was interviewing him and asking about, she could use in her newspaper article. And the way he was aggressive with her was, he was asking for the names of the students who were complaining and just kind of being rude. And but he said, sure, come on, I will take your statement. And so she interviewed him. She got the information she needed. She found out that he was protesting against unfair conditions that the university had given him, small lab space and not enough office space and things like that. So that's why he wouldn't file the grades. Well, he then comes to her by email a few days later and says, I don't want you to use any of the statements. I retract everything. If you do use the statements, I will sue you, the school, the newspaper, everybody involved. And she was torn about this. She didn't know what to do. So she had to ask her editor and then the department head to see, does she have the legal right to still use his comments? And at the end of the day, she did have the legal right, and she did use his comments, but she prefaced, and explained the situation to the readers, because at the end of the day, she wanted to be the most transparent with the readers. And I think this was an ethical decision, the way that she handled this. It's really important that you let your interviewer know that this is going to be on the record, and you have the right to put it in the story. And if you want something off the record, then that needs to be stated. And just make sure that your interviewee knows what they're getting asked, and if they're okay with having it in the story. So yeah, if I was in the reporter's shoes, I would have done exactly what she did. She handled it the best I think she could have, and yeah, that's pretty much it.